Hey y'all, Hubcap Dylan here. Thought I'd spend this leisurely Sunday looking around Savers. It's been a while since I've been in here, so I just thought I'd check it out and see what treasures I could find. So let's go in and take a look. While browsing the jewelry section for belt buckles, because I do like the automotive ones, I saw this box. Even though it wasn't what I was looking for, I thought it looked interesting, but they wanted $39.99 for it. Didn't see anything as far as belt buckles. It was a cool looking hat. A cool bowl made of carnival glass, but it looked like they were asking retail for that. It was a nice piece, however. With a price tag of $64.99 for this old Tonka hot rod, I thought I was in an antique store. That was the kind of toys you found in the thrift store when I was a kid, and you only paid like a few bucks for them. They definitely don't make it easy on the collector or the reseller. Had to look at it again. Like I say, sometimes you find a good deal. Not seeing anything over here. Sometimes I found a cool, like a model car or a one of those car banks. But sometimes they have a pretty, but even those can be a little too spendy. So I thought I'd check this piece out. It had printing. I thought it looked old at first, but there was no markings on the bottom, and it just felt too light. I didn't know how old it was, so I just decided to leave it behind. It was $5.99, which wasn't bad. Now, if I was in the market, this would have been a cool decorative wall hanger. And there's another wall hanger. Not seeing too much of anything over here. I'm seeing things that might take other people's eye, but I'm mostly looking for automotive stuff or just stuff that might be older, vintage, pop culture. A lot of the stuff I find here is more contemporary. A lot of little trinket boxes. And I thought I'd check the coffee cups out. Sometimes I find a cool mug, especially with car. Now, peanuts, I kind of thought about that. It was $2.49, and I looked at it, but kind of decided to pass it up. And it was from the Peanuts movies, so it's not an old piece. But I do like Snoopy, who doesn't? Now, I do like to browse this section because you never know what kind of glassware you might find. You might find uranium glass or, maybe some jadeite or something that's unique. Those bananas, they're probably, I don't know if they'd be Hobby Lobby pieces or if they'd be some home decor the pieces, but I did like those bananas. But left those behind as well. And thought I'd check that out. I don't think that's old. I mean, it's frosted, but I think that's just another contemporary. $2.99. And not a whole lot of anything there. Now if you're looking for canisters, that kind of look like a cool set. And here's another, what looks to be a cool set of canisters, but that's kind of a neat little cookie jar. So yeah, that was kind of a nice little piece, but it's newer. Now if you're into Easter or bunnies in general, I'm not really, like say, I'm selective as to what I look at. I do like Corningware. When it comes to glass, I'm just, like say, selective. You can't go to a thrift store and not look through the bags of die casts. I have found good ones, you know. I found some that are older, like from the 70s or 80s. I haven't found a red line yet. I mostly look for the old body styles if I get the newer ones. There's something unique, but sometimes they just put a few in a bag, or maybe just one interesting one. And what really gets me is when someone will poke a hole in there and fish the good ones out. And I do have to take a look through the book aisle. I do like to see if there's anything that's old or vintage. Sometimes you might find a good car book or just something that's... I have found a few that were geared to my interest, but nothing here. And I'm kind of getting to where I'm looking at the old vintage Hawaiian, trying to find old vintage Hawaiian shirts. Didn't find anything. Found some that weren't my size, but... And I don't want something that's just from, you know, a regular retail store. I'm looking for something that's, you know, vintage, made in Hawaii. Hilo Hatties, that's a good one. Something I could wear to a car show. Now this one, it wasn't, you know, vintage, or it wasn't made in Hawaii or anything, but I did like the pattern with the old, look like woodies. Now if I was into motorcycles, like I am cars, this would have been a good shirt to have. Now it was my size, but I decided to leave it for someone else. Someone else might appreciate that one. Now here was a Hilo Hattie, made in the USA, Hawaii. I definitely wanted to take this one to check out, but however, there was a stain on it that I later noticed, and it wasn't quite my size. So back to the rack it went. And of course, I had to browse through the t-shirts, see if there was a cool one with a car print on it, but wasn't finding much. I have found a couple of shirts. I did find a cool Snap-on shirt and a Bonneville shirt. However, this was one of those days I was batting 1,000. Mickey Mouse was cool, but not today. And Fast and Furious, I'm not really into it like I used to be, and this shirt didn't really pique my interest, so it stayed behind as well. Well, that was a bust. I was interested in that little car, that little Tonka Roadster, but I think you can get just as good a deal off of eBay or an antique store, and I have better places to put my money, so I walked out of there empty-handed. So now I don't know what my next stop will be. I am going to go and to Cracker Barrel and get something to eat, and I think when I get home, it turned out to be a nice enough day. I think I might do a little work on the old Ford. So we'll catch you in a bit. So I thought I'd check out the cool wall hangers outside of Cracker Barrel. Love the Coca-Cola sign and just, you know, part of the southern atmosphere. I believe it's what makes Cracker Barrel what it is. And I'm sure glad they are keeping the logo. And I do hope they continue to stick with that down-home country charm. And how about a little southern charm to go along with it, with the cheesy grits, the biscuits, the chicken and dumplings, steamed apples, and fried okra and sweet tea. It was good. Gotta love all the decor, especially the pedal car, and I do believe I spotted a hubcap. Definitely a place I wouldn't mind picking. Well, I did get some work done on the old Ford. It's been a few days. Overall, the paint looks pretty good. It is pretty. However, there are some areas I might address later. Just some issues that I ran into, but I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I'll probably have another video where I'm doing the front clip. And I still got a ways to go, but it's coming along. Well, thank y'all for watching, and please give this video a like, and please drop a comment, and please subscribe to my channel, and remember to hit that bell button for notifications because more content will be on its way. Hubcap Dylan signing off.